Yes, fellow Guyanese, a pleasant good night to you. Tonight, I want to give you a little history of Guyana, Georgetown, Guyana, when it was once British. But I know a lot of you who born in 1966 and after 1966 and grew up from that time to now was missed in a lot of things. By saying that you missed in a lot of things, that nobody tell you the truth. I know for those who are in African descendant, you have born and met a black leader or an African leader by the name of Fos Burnham, then Desmond Hoyt. And I know you do not know much of the history. And I will not blame you because your politicians do not want you to know the truth. You see Indian to be your enemy and other races also, because that is what we're told to you. Black power, the rising in 1960 in the United States of America and around the Caribbean. Black power was the call of the day. But black power could only be achieved when there was a white race ruling you. But when Indian, Chinese, and black like yourself and others are in the same country, it become a cosmopolitan country. So there was no need for black power in Guyana. Even though you who born in 1966 are not aware of the fact of the history of the country between Indian and black. So I'm going to take you a walk back into memory lane, which a politician do not want you to know. And if a nation would have to survive and go forward for the 21st century, these are things you must be aware of before you make the same mistake in the future. By telling you the truth, I know I will create a lot of enemy along the fence and along the path I walk. But who cares? Life is short, of course, and the truth must be told to you. You know about Jesus. You know about Muhammad. You know about Ram, but you don't know about yourself. And I want to take you back into that memory lane. Guyana in the 1960s was a chaotic country that Cheddi Jagan the late and Fos Burnham the late was fighting for dominant power. Yes, they were one in the 50s. Burnham was the general secretary of the PPP. Dr. Jagan was the leader of the PPP. And for some reason or the other, there was a split. There was PPPJ and PPPB. One run by Burnham, one run by Cheddi Jagan. And after in the 1960s, suddenly the PPPB become PNC, People National Congress, and the PPP remain as People's Progressive Party, because there was a big difference when they go to the poll in the 60s, in the past 50s and 60s, because people get confused and mix up with the two PPP, 1B, 1J. The cup was a symbol, I think, of one. I don't know if it was for the same because I was not told about that, but I want you to understand, in the 1960s, 1962 and 63, the